Here for shares, this would be a revision for you, but I don't like to say I've already done it, therefore I won't. I will always teach it from scratch. So again, like we did with shares, we consider the idea of real annual rate of return on an investment. These are the steps. Just follow these instructions. So I'll give you time to get the steps on the calculator, and then I'll demonstrate that for you. Then I'll leave you alone for like 30 minutes or so, because I want to get onto superannuation. Who's working in this class? Is anyone who's working? Okay, we can talk about that. You need to check that you're getting paid your super, because a lot of places will take advantage of you not knowing about your superannuation. The rules have changed. Anyone over 18 years old working 30 hours or more is meant to be paid super. That's good. It's not taking it out, they're paying it on top. So that's 11.5% more money that you should be getting. If they're not paying it, that's illegal and you need to say something, right? Some jobs will do it anyway, even though you don't need to, which is awesome. That means they're taking care of you.
Don't
But
you have to work a certain number of hours a week though?
yes, I literally said 30.
Oh, okay.
Before, like a couple of years ago, the rules were all technical. You had to be paid a certain amount. Now it's anyone over 18 and anyone working over 30 hours. Get those steps down unless you admit or you've seen that you've already got them previously. So when you're asked a real annual rate of return question in your test, it's not going to be scaffolded into steps. It'll just ask you, can you find the real annual rate of return? So you just apply these steps in order. Question?
So when is the test done?
Whatever it says on your timeline. Yep, week 9. Then you're going to start your assignment next week, because that's when I'll teach you about home loans. Your draft will be due the midnight Friday before you leave on the holidays, and then I'll give you feedback that weekend. Then the final will be due midnight week 2 of the holidays. Yes?
I'm just wondering, the dot is multiplication.
Multiplication.
Quickly, just making sure. With the number, you would always round that up if it's more than 0, right, in the third decimal, just because then you would be short.
What SACE has told me is as long as you round to 2 decimal points correctly, we're not worrying about you'd round it up to 346. In real life, you would, because if you paid 345.73, you can't pay like a fraction of a month. You'd have to round up to the nearest whole. But to be consistent, I asked SACE, is it all right if they just round to 2 decimal points? As long as you round 0.73 and do the maths based on that, you'll be fine. Yeah?
Ich dachte, so, dann gehst du halt morgen, stehe ich weiter nicht auf, weil ich so ruhigen Morgen und so. Und dann fährt man so nachmittags im Flughafen, aber jetzt muss man halt wirklich sagen, ich weiß, ich will jetzt, ich will gerne mit meiner Organisation. Und die sagen selbst halt auch, als ich in Frankfurt war, mein Flug ging, glaube ich, um 10 Uhr abends. Aber ich habe in Dresden schon den Zug um 12 oder so genommen, war dann dort um 5, weil die wollten sich um 6 treffen. Ja. Ja, wie lange habt ihr overlegt? Ich habe mich irgendwie 9 oder 10 Stunden.
People still copying? Yeah. Just chill.
10 ab. Dann kommen dann 14:50 Uhr an und fliegt dann um 12 Uhr weiter. Das ist krass. Und dann komme ich 7 Uhr morgens in Frankfurt an. Also ich den Zug nach Dresden, Alter. Das ist echt genial. Du fliegst quasi durch die Nacht.
Because you're doing it on that, instead of typing out the NI, just screenshot them and plug them in there.
I've been doing that.
Nice, okay. It'll save you a lot of time.
Yeah, I'm not wasting my time.
Yeah, good.
Weil ich fliege quasi durch den Tag. Ja, jeder Mensch weiß ja was. Ich dachte 40 Minuten. Ich glaube, ich darf 40, aber es muss auf 2 Koffer aufgeteilt sein.
Can you ease up on saying the names? No names, it's recording.
Es ist halt einfach nur bescheuert, dass man in Singapur dann von 15 Uhr bis Mittag und wir dürfen halt nicht rausgehen.
Yeah?
So we're going to no names or files to refer to someone as person A, person B, that's fine, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
Just not real names.
Darf ich ja nicht wieder. Doch, man kann es theoretisch halt, wenn man
It's just possibly, like, because the name mentioned wasn't in my class, I don't really care. I'm not going to mute it. I just don't want it to be identifiable to... Does that make sense?
Yeah. I'll just stick to that.
That's fine. You've never done it.
I mean, yeah, that's
auch mit meiner Familie.
I'll just
Meine Kollegen sind auch nochmal veranstaltet. Das war übel geil. Ganz am da und so. Und da wir jetzt so übel, das müssen wir auf Singapur Flughafen rumhängen. Und auf dem Hinweg.
Oh, the hoodie's off. You locked in? Are you locked in like that Women's New Zealand player that kicked 3 own goals
What?
in the first 30 minutes of a soccer game?
No, I've seen that.
Seth, she's the best striker ever. Just the wrong team. It was like recently.
Is it a woman's wear? I think I've seen that one.
She's like Harry Maguire.
Isn't she like facing? She's facing towards the goal.
Yeah, she was trying to clear it and just like the best strike.
I think she was just confused.
She did it with her head. She did it with her foot. Like
I'm definitely going to do it.
they're just as good though. They're just as good.
You might as well just give us a point for that. You might as well just give
It was embarrassing.
the point there.
It was terrible.
Actually, you know, the other team probably wasn't trying to stop her. That one.
It was the US women's team.
Did you ever see that one when they lost Wrexham?
Yeah, the old men. Like,
Yeah, and they lost like 14.
and what was it? The actual Australian women's soccer team versus under 14.
Yeah, and they got switched to
There's no point in that. Guys just have more musculature. They're going to be fast. It's biological.
It's not sexism.
Yeah, it's just yes, yeah.
Remember that
That's
time
discouraging.
Brazil lost to Germany 7-1?
Yeah, I have that on DVD.
Never forget 7. What was it? I thought it was 7-3.
No, 7-1.
7-1. And that was in their home country.
That was Brazil, I think.
And it's Brazil, you know.
You've got it on DVD.
Like, when you think of Brazil,
No, Brazil scored some late when Germany wasn't trying.
the lesson's good because when you
All right, stop. Leave it. Shh. I hear a lot of chat. I'm gonna shush. I'll put an ultimatum here. There's a lot of chat. I give you time. I do it live, but I could just as easily just give you the recording from 2024. What would you like me to do? I would like to teach you, but if you're using the time to chat and then you didn't get the notes down because you were chatting, I don't care at this point. That's your grade that you're getting, not me. All right, let's demonstrate this. 1,000 was deposited in account for 3 years at 5.4% compounded monthly. Inflation over the same period averaged 2% per year. I'm going to demonstrate these steps for this question to find the real annual rate of return. So A, calculate the value of the investment after 3 years. What kind of an investment is it? Is it simple interest or is it compounding? Yes?
Compound.
It's compound. So as soon as it's compound, what do? Do I open something?
Yeah, you go into your brackets calculator.
Yeah, TVM solver.
Apps.
So the value of the investment after 3 years, I'm investing at 5.4%. How much was I investing? Look at the question. What was put in the account?
1,000.
1,000 or 10,000?
10,000.
10,000. What sign would it be?
Negative.
Because it's going into the account. Negative 10 grand. Does it say anything about me putting regular payments in there?
Nope.
No. It's compounding monthly, so PY and CY will both be 12. So now I just need to work out what N is. It was in the account for 3 years, compounding 12 times a year, so it's going to be 36. So my working out will be 36, 5.4, negative 10,000, PMT nothing, PY and CY 12. FV is going to be alpha enter. So the actual investment is going to grow to $11,754.33 to 2 decimal points after 3 years. B, find the value of the original investment indexed for inflation. You just got that formula. Value indexed for inflation equals the original value, 10 grand, times by 1 plus. Someone look at the question. What is the inflation rate in the question? Yes?
0.02.
0.02 to the power of, how many years was it for? 3. Calculator knows bed mass. Can someone remind me, how do I quit out of that app without turning it off? You're not the only person in this class. How do I quit out of it? Yes? Second mode to quit out. 1,0,0,0 times by 1 plus 0.02 to the power of 3. That tells me that due to inflation, it's going to grow to $10,612.08 to 2 decimal points. And so the real annual rate of return, hopefully you've got those notes up. I don't want to scroll up to find those notes again. N was the number of years. PV was the indexed value of inflation as a negative, so negative 10,612.08. What did the instructions say about PMT? What do your steps say that I do with PMT? Anyone? Talking to myself here? Leave it at 0. FV, what does it say that I put FV in as? What does it say I put FV in, yes?
The final value of the investment.
11,754.33. It doesn't say as a negative. What does it say I'd make PY and CY? 1. So if you just do what the instructions say, it's like reading the manual, okay? 3. Leave I alone, because that's what I'm working out. PV, negative 10,612.06. 0 payments. 11,754.33. Shush boys, almost done. Solve for I, 3.47 to 2 decimal points. So the real annual rate of return is 3.47% per annum.